Hi, good evening. Again, I want to make a little public comment on something that is relevant to us right now. The level of crime in this country is so bad, it's atrocious, and we really and truly need to address this issue of crime in this country. So now we hear again that the government is going to be implementing a state of emergency, SOE, in some parishes. And there has been discussion about it. Is it relevant? Can it help us to solve our issues? Should we really be using this as a crime fighting tool and every so often for as long as the criminals start getting more and more daring in this country? We have to measure and we have to really consider, is it making a difference to the crime situation? Are we as the citizens of this country feeling any better when a state of emergency comes into our areas? Are the criminals even aware that there's a state of emergency? And when it comes into their area, do they stay there so that they can be caught? Or do they just move to another place or in another space? Is this treatment good enough for the sore, the criminality sore that we have in this country? Personally, I don't think that it is solving our issues or it is any means of getting to where we ought to be getting as a country when it comes to the criminal activities that are taking place in and around us. And so I believe that there has to be found a more effective way, or more effective means, more effective programs to be put in place so that we can fight crime. This alone just will not work. And that is what I think. And crime and violence is something that affects all of us, not just some. We are all in this thing together. And so, whatever is not working out, we need to go back, sit down, examine, and see what other effective ways we can use. It is just like you're in a classroom and you're teaching, you're using particular strategies, and you realize that your children are not getting anywhere with them. You just have to go back into your thinking book and you just have to find other strategies which will make them learn, because ultimately your goal is to produce children who have learned at the end of what you have taught, at the end of your teaching moments. And so we probably have to put in stricter measures. Some people will cry, some people will bawl and say they're losing some things, but I believe that we have to lose some things, we have to give up some things in order to gain some things, and ultimately it will be for the good. So we have to put some strict measures in place, some strict plans in place. We have to implement some things that will bring our people to justice, or not just our people, but our criminal elements. We have to bring them to books. But first, we have to find them, we have to flush them out. And we cannot depend on the people in the community, because I personally believe that all the politicians, all the police, the pastors know who are these criminals, and so they're not hiding. So, what stricter measures are we going to put in place? We have to come up with some better strategies and we have to work towards it. And we have to be prepared to lose something in order to gain something. Because, as my grandma used to say, if you want good, your nose have to run. I think we want some good now, and we have to make our noses run in order to achieve that good for the greater good of this country and its people. Thank you.